Hi, and welcome to Patti Knits and Spins. I'm Patti. You can find me on Ravelry as Pattisand. I have a group, Patti Knits and Spins podcast, so please come and join me. You can also follow me on Instagram. I am Pattisand631 there. If you follow me, I'll follow you. Today is March 20th, 2015, and this is episode 59. On today's show, I have works in progress. I have a finished object, I have spinning, the Alaska fun fact, and whatever else crosses my mind. So sit back, relax, grab your beverage of choice. Today we are doing iced tea, your craft of choice, and let's chat. It has finally turned the corner and has become spring-like here in the interior. If you are new to the show, I live in Alaska, and thank you for coming in and checking me out. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back week after week. I really do appreciate it. It is finally starting to melt. Yesterday high was in the 40s. The low is still in the teens. So whatever thaws kind of freezes, but that's usually how it goes here. So that is really nice. Today it's supposed to be, let's see. What does my forecast say for today? Today is supposed to be 41 degrees and get down to 12 degrees tonight. So it's just good. It helps keep it so it doesn't get so waterlogged since we have so much snow. And it's nice. The sun is staying out until after 7 or 8. 8 o'clock. I went to knit night, and usually we break up pretty early in the winter time. I didn't get home until 8 o'clock, which is kind of unusual. So you can tell that summer is coming because we are staying out later for knit night, which is great. So much fun. I love my knit girls. They're a great group. So if you're ever in the Fairbanks area, check out Fairbanks Fiberistas and come and join us. There's a knit night at Inua Wool Shop, and that's on Tuesday night. I try to hit that once in a while, but I haven't done that in a long time. But the Wednesday night group is the group I really enjoy knitting with. The size ranges. We used to be a really big group. Now there's just a small group of us. But we go in the summertime to a park and eat ice cream and knit. So that's a lot of fun. So like I said, if you're ever in the interior, please come and join us. I think that's all the chatter I have for this week because, like I said, it's springtime and I've been outside, kind of. I've been doing some stitching and knitting, and you'll see all that in a minute. Works in progress. The Sprig Cardigan is the first thing I'm going to, or not cardigan, the Sprig sweater by Alana Dacos out of the, oh, I forgot the book over there. It's out of her second Botanical Knits book. And let me see which side here. I went ahead and when I stopped the ball for the second ball, I just stopped it. And went ahead and put the collar on to make sure that I'd have enough for the collar. This is Elizabeth Laveau's Silky Wool in the color 109. And it is 45 wool, 35 silk, 20 nylon, and 50 gram put-ups. I'm using a size 7, which is a 4.5 millimeter. I went ahead too and did the sleeve plus the sleeve cuffs. So the left is done. I am working on the right. I am done with all the decreases. I need to knit another 1.5 inches, and then I can do the cuff. I started so this is the fourth ball. Yeah, fourth ball, and I have 2 more. So I wanted to make sure that I would have enough to knit the whole thing down. So this is on waist yarn, waiting until the sleeves are done. I am enjoying the knit. It looks really small, but I have tried it on, at least the top I've tried on, and it fits. I'm going to try it on again to see how many decreases I want to do before I start doing the increases. I know that the sleeves right now are a little tight, but I think that they will block out a little bit bigger. I usually do my sleeves one needle size up, and I forgot that this time, so I didn't do that. But it should be okay because I really am going to lose weight. Can't tell because I'm gaining again. I think it's, I'm just having issues with that. But like I said, this is an eggshell, so we will just skip right over that. And that's in my Amy Beth Fat Squirrel bag, and this is her medium size. So it's still holding a sweater, half a sweater, and a thing of yarn, so that's pretty good. This is the Voyager hat. It still has not gotten any love, and I know why it hasn't gotten any love. I've knit him so many hats that I'm kind of bored knitting him hats, but I will get back to it. And if you haven't seen it, this is the Voyager hat by Tina Shaddox, S-H-A-D-D-O-X. This is Cascade 220 in the sand colorway on a size 9. So a 9 is a 5.5 millimeter. Yeah, 5.5 millimeter. I'm almost to the decreases. I know. If I would just sit and do it, it would be done and it would be great, and I could give him this hat and then wait till next fall to knit the striped one he wants. Yeah, okay, but I'm just not feeling the love for this hat. So it's in the bird leg bags, TARDIS. So here we go. Yay! This, or wait. Now that I said that, yeah, this is the bird legs bag, TARDIS. The next thing on the needles is I finally took the nap and put it on my needles. So this is the Gossip Stole by Amanda Williams. You can find it out of Needles and Artifice. I am using a size 3, 3.25 millimeter. I am using Mustache yarn in the Hell of a Skein. And as you see, it's 100% superwash merino, and each skein had 750 yards, and I had 2 skeins of that. I knit another shawl out of it, so this is what I had left. So I have I think I have like 1,000 yards left of this, and I'm just going to knit until I am finished. I weighed it when I got the edges on. I weighed it to see how much I used. So I will weigh it until I have like 20 grams left. Then I will finish it, and I should use it all up. But here it is. Okay, I'll show you here. As you can see, there is the center is this pattern, which I think is really cool looking. And then the bottom has like leaves on it. The bottom and the side have leaves or something. So it's something I can pick up and knit an hour to a night when I'm feeling it. Because I do have to use the chart. It's not intuitive the way it's working out. So you do need the chart. So, and I'm really liking it. It's so much fun though. I kind of figured it would be, and I was in the mood to knit a shawl, but I didn't want to do a triangular shawl, or I don't know. I just wanted to do something different. So I think that is working out great. I would recommend this stole. And let's see, it's going to be a nice stole. And this is in my, let's see, Stitched by Jessalyn bag in another TARDIS bag. And of course I showed you the side without the TARDIS. Where is it? Oh, there it is. There's the TARDIS. So there is the Van Gogh TARDIS. Very nice. And that is all that I have on the needles right now. My finished object. I finished the baby hat, the watermelon baby hat. And cute. It's so cute. And it does open up and get bigger too. Very, very cute. Got all my information in my Pitaloot bag here. This is Artistic Yarns by Abby in the self-striping watermelon sock. So 75 superwash wool, 25 nylon. This is the Bright Color Baby Hat by Roxanne Wood. I used a size 2, 2.75 millimeter, and that pattern is free. So, very cute. And I'm thinking that I'm going to try doing maybe a baby sock out of what's ever left, or I could wait and just make another watermelon baby hat. And that's so cute. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it yet. Yeah, but I love how the decreases came out. I love how that turned out. I was almost tempted to do purl stitches where the seeds were, to make the seeds pop out a little bit more. And if I do another baby hat, I might do that because I think it would be cute. So that is my finished object. Yay! Spinning! Okay, spinning. I am doing the ugly naked guy. So it is merino nylon by 2If by hand. And I only worked on this once this week. I was going to do it every day, and I just didn't do it. So today I'm meeting a friend, and we're going to spin. So I will be spinning on this afternoon. But here we go. That is what I have finished. I have started using the acre bobbins, and so far I like them. I will give it a thumbs up. It is a little bit smaller, so I did have to adjust the break band and take the break band down a little bit. So I had to play with that a little while to get it to go correctly, but once it went, it's going. It's spinning pretty thin. And with this, I decided to just spin it completely off the braid. And as you see, pull it off. It's really thin, so that's making it a lot easier. And I am pre-drafting a little bit as I go. So I'll take it and I'll pull it loose a couple of loops and pre-draft that out, and that's helping getting that spinning more consistent and making the spin much more enjoyable, because merino is kind of sticky, and for me, merino is sticky and kind of hard to try to draft if it's not pre-drafted first. I need to air it, give it a little bit of air because it's kind of compacted. But I'm enjoying the spin. I love 2If by hand stuff. I'd like to get some more, but I don't know if you guys hear. Hold on. That up there, that very top one, is my fiber stash right there. And that's not all of it, but as you see, that is full. And I do have that 2 big stuff I got from my local yarn store here in town that sells fiber. She's more of a fiber side. She does have yarn, but she has a lot of fiber. I bought those 2 big, huge poof balls. I think one was like 8 ounces and the other one's 6 ounces. Those aren't even up there. That's someplace else. I've also got my blending board stuff in my closet, and that's got stuff in it. So I have lots to spin with, and I'm still in the club. I'm in a club. I can't remember what it is right offhand because I've only gotten 2 shipments. Shoot, I wish I could remember that club. But yeah, so I'm not buying any more fiber right now until I get more spun. And that, of course, is my hand spun stash that I need to knit it down too, because yeah, the loop, you can't fit in there. And neither can my finished object for spinning. I finished the Blue Mountain Handcraft Sweetheart Spin Along in time. You had to have it done by the 15th, and I did. So this is Superwash Merino Top, Firestar, Nylon, Bamboo, and Angelina. And it was in this color palette. So here it is. This was 3.6 ounces. I have 216 yards of a true 3-ply. And oh, I love how this turned out. And what I'm really impressed with is I didn't have much left over. I went ahead and just spun it until one of the colors ran out. And when that color ran out, I wound the other two off onto toilet paper roll bobbins. And I really don't have that much left. Hold on, and I'll grab it and I'll show you. Here is the one color. And here is the other color. So I really didn't have much left over. I have decided to take and do that if I have leftovers, like when I do a 3-ply. Usually when I have a 2-ply, I Andean braid the last of it and then spin that up because it's so much easier. And the change of the color isn't that dramatic to me, so I just go ahead and do that. But if I'm going to be doing true 3-plies, I'm going to do this from now on, and I'm going to make a fun 2 or 3-ply when I get a whole bunch of these together. And I've written down on here what it was. So Submarino and Angelina. And it also says Blue Mountain. Blue Mountain. Yeah, it just says Blue Mountain. I couldn't read that last part. But yeah, highly recommend their fiber. It's great stuff. It turned out, it was really twisted hard, like it had done this before I washed and blocked it and thwacked it. I thwack, or I pop it. I take it and I pop it this way, and then I fold it and then pop it this way. And I wring it out really hard. And I let it hang dry down in my basement, and it had no turn, so I'm really pleased with it. I love the colors, how some of them, like there's, you can see the pops of the different colors there, and I just like it. I think it turned out beautiful. I can see this. I'm into hats, so it might be a hat. I don't know. Yeah, that's blind me. Hat. Could be a cowl too. That would be pretty. That would be a very pretty cowl. Yeah. I really have enjoyed spinning that up, and so I have made my 4 ounces for the month of March already. So that's great, and I'm working on the second one. Yay! Stitching. I'm working on the lady still, in Woodland Enchantress. I'm still on the first page, but I'm getting closer to the other side of the first page. And yeah, that's, I had to do a lot of frogging this morning. I miscounted and went down the row and wasn't over far enough, and then I was over too far, and so I frogged this one section 3 times. So yeah, the 4th time was the charm, and it's finally in the correct place, and I put it down. So done. Yeah, but nothing came in this week. There's no purchases, nothing, so we are very happy about that. The Alaska Fun Fact. Let me pull it up here on my Kindle. It was up on my Kindle, I don't know. Okay, here we go. Let me get down here. Lori 521 asked, I admit to being a fan of Alaska: The Last Frontier. What do Alaskans think of the Alaska shows on TV? I don't like them. I've watched a couple of them, and this is just my opinion. I've watched a couple of them, and to me, they make us look like we're idiots. So that's all I'm going to say on that. I don't like them. I liked the fishing one. I watched that a lot until Phil died. I thought that was very sad. I'm not quite sure if I might have told you guys this about my husband almost dying on a boat. And then him not telling me for years. If I haven't told you, I can tell you later. Let me know. I don't remember if I've told you the story or not. So the boat one, a lot of the stuff they did show does happen. Scary stuff like that. They have changed the regs for that. It's no longer a 24-hour opening. It used to be you had 24 hours from start to finish. Commercial fishing. My husband did halibut. So, and that was long line. And long line means they had hooks. A huge long hook. And you dropped it at the beginning of the 24 hours and you had to have it out at the end of the 24 hours. If you didn't, you got in trouble. And it didn't matter. Storm, nothing. You did it. You got your haul in. And so they've changed the regs about that. So there's not that 24-hour period like that. And there's more open times because long lining for the halibut, there was only certain times of the year that you could do it also. So they've changed that. So I used to like to watch that show. I've watched some of the other shows and no, some of them just make us look like we're idiots and we're not. It's not all rural areas. We do have suburban areas. It's wonderful to live here. People are great. We're not crazy. But then again, if you think we're crazy, it'll keep the crazies out, right? Or it'll draw the crazies in. That's what I'm afraid of. Sorry, babble. Okay, let's see. Then she asked, and how is the winter shaping up? Normal, warmer, colder, rainier, snowier? Lori in Maine. There's been snow on the ground here since early November, although forecast this week is for buckets of rain. Oh, sorry about your winter, Lori. Our winter, actually, the roads were terrible. I know I've told you guys before, we usually don't get rain in the wintertime, but here recently we've been getting rain in the wintertime, and it's been after we've had snow. This year it seemed like we had more rain, and the roads stayed icier a lot longer. We didn't get the super cold. It stayed, it got down to 30 below. Let me take that back. It was 30 below in February, and then we had 20 some below, like last week. Yeah, I was complaining last week that it was cold. Or not last week, but the week before. But the cold wasn't as bad this time. Snow, probably a little less than what we usually get. But there's still a lot out there. It's going to be May before all of it's gone, I think. Like early May, late April, early May. They did the Iditarod. I talked about the Iditarod last year, and that usually starts in Nome and ends in Anchorage, or starts in Anchorage and ends in Nome. They started it somewhere, and they usually restart it in Anchorage. They couldn't restart it in Anchorage this year because of the lack of snow, and they had to restart it here in Fairbanks. So that was really unusual because we don't have the Iditarod come Fairbanks. So that happened a week ago, and there's already been a winner. The gentleman who won it has won it 3 other times, I believe. Lance Mackey, who has won the Iditarod and the Yukon Quest, hurt himself, so he is no longer going to be long distance racing anymore, which is really sad because he is the only one who has won back-to-back. First is the Yukon Quest and then the Iditarod, and they're like a month apart, so it's really impressive that him and his dogs have done that. And it's kind of sad here when, you know, dog racing, dog mushing is a very important part of our sports. And just, I mean, out in the bush, people still do use dogs like they show on those shows. They really do still use dogs. And Lance Mackey's pretty cool. And to see him hurt himself to where he can't race, or he doesn't think he can long distance race anymore, is, yeah, kind of sad. So our winter, thank goodness it's done. We might still get snow, but I don't think so. And hopefully we won't get any more colder weather. And I feel bad for you guys down in the southern states because you don't have the equipment to remove the snow, and salting the roads is bad, but we rock the roads, so we get chipped windshields. But I'd rather have the rocks than the salt, because the salt makes it worse, in my opinion. Yeah. So, Lori, I hope I answered your questions. Yeah. I'm looking around my little corner of the universe, and I don't see anything else that I can talk about. If you have any questions for me, please do not hesitate. Put them in. Sorry I have not been answering questions on YouTube. You can find me on YouTube as Pattisand101. You can find show notes mostly on Patti Knits and Spins podcast.blogspot.com. And like I said, join the group. We have a, oh, that's right. We have the spin along. Let me grab that. We have, it's not a spin along, it's a knit along, hand spun knit along. You can win the Into the World Flounce Classic Base, Corriedale, as you see, December 2014. This was a club colorway. All you need to do is knit, crochet, weave, knit, crochet, weave with hand spun. So, put your finished objects. It is from February 15th to April 15th, tax day. So come and join us in on the fun. Stashless Podcast is also in with this. So please, you know, double dip, triple dip, quadruple dip. I don't care, and I know she doesn't either. So join us with the knit along with hand spun. Like I said, if you have any questions for me, please don't hesitate to put it in the Alaska questions. Come and introduce yourself on the group. I like to say hi to everyone who has joined the group. And we are over 200 members, or 200 subscribers, so thank you very much if you're a new subscriber. I appreciate it. Next week, on the 27th, oh, I guess that is the 27th. So the week after, I will be doing another recap of March totals on, you know, what I've done for March. So, and I will show my stitching then. Okay, so I hope you guys have a great week, and whatever you craft, I hope you craft it to your heart's content. See you guys later.